Hello, Western Oregon sports fans, and welcome back for this preview edition of Bulls Weekly. Once again, we're in the gym here with head men's basketball coach Brady Bergeson. Brady, it's been a long-anticipated time. The first step in postseason play for anybody. Regular season closed out last week. You guys 27 games in the year. Kind of build for this opportunity to get into the conference tournament. You guys are coming in right now as the fourth seed. Just quickly, it's Western Washington is the number 1. Alaska Anchorage is the number 2. Seattle Pacific 3. The Wolves are number 4. You have Montana State Billings as 5, and then you have Central Washington as number 6. And really the easiest way for fans out there to maybe recognize this, the top 2 teams will get byes, and then so 4 and 5 are going to play against each other, so the Wolves will take on Montana State Billings, as 3 and 6 Seattle Pacific and Central Washington play each other. The winner of the Wolves game, the Wolves and Montana State Billings game, will go on to play Western Washington, and the winner of the Central Washington and Seattle Pacific game will go on to play Alaska Anchorage. Just want everybody to be clear that it's not NFL where you might reseed based on the way that it goes. That's why I just wanted clarity on that one. So, first of all, you guys have Billings. That's you guys have split the season series with them. Talk to me a little bit about that team because we know that they're a pretty guard-oriented team out there too.
Yeah, they're a team who they play a lot of guys. Number one, they shuttle guys in and out. They have a high energy, high pressure defense. They really like to get up and deny lanes and try to take you out of your stuff from that standpoint defensively. And offensively, they really like to push and transition. They've got, like I said, they've got a number of weapons. They play a lot of guys. You can really shoot it from a number of different positions. And they give you a problem. They run their stuff extremely hard, extremely well. Very well coached. Jamie Stevens has been a friend of mine for a long time, and so I know him really well, and I just have the utmost respect for him as a coach and his staff. They've done a great job with that team. You know, I think about midway through the conference play, they took on another level, and they started hitting stride and going, and they haven't looked back since. They're playing very well, you know, they have plenty of talent. They have enough talent, and they execute well enough. They defend well enough, and they rebound well enough to play with anybody, to beat anybody at any given night. You know, so we've got, you know, as you would expect in playoffs, you got to play well to advance, really well. And you know, each team knows their opponent that much better, having played them twice already. So the scouting reports get a little bit more detailed, and you know, our guys, you got a little history with them now. So, but that's the fun of playoff basketball, and you know, we're just looking forward to the opportunity. We've got two really evenly matched teams, and we're going to go at it.
Well, I think the key word that you used right there is opportunity. We had the opportunity to talk to you early in the year, kind of as you previewed the season. I know one of your goals you put out there, maybe you don't want to put out there too much, but just to win the GNAC. And you guys really, you have 3 games in front of you, and if you could win all 3, you have the opportunity to win the league. What does that mean to you that, like you said, you fought, you battled, you're in the playoffs to at least have that chance for postseason play?
Well, that's what we wanted. We wanted the ticket. You know, we would have loved to have been the top 1 or 2, you know, won the regular season, of course. But, you know, you've got to be where you're at. You are who you are, and you've done what you've done. So the history's now behind us. Everybody's 0-0. Everybody's going to show up this week who's left, and we're going to play it off. And, you know, when we play well and we do execute, we take care of our details, we feel like we can beat anybody on any given night. And so from that standpoint, with that confidence, I think that we can go in there and make things interesting for people. And so those are the expectations. But it means everything. I mean, these guys have fought and really sacrificed a lot, worked extremely hard, and I'm really proud of our group for giving themselves a chance. I always said, you know, was, hey, let's make sure we get a ticket to this thing, so we give ourselves a chance. We've done that.
And as you mentioned in the recap edition, just tons of parity in this league. You guys have beat 4 of the other 5 teams in the tournament. I think everybody else kind of has that same one where 4 out of 5, you know, you beat 4 of the other ones. So it should be a very exciting tournament where, even though Western Washington won the regular season title, Alaska Anchorage is the other one with that bye. I think that there's still a lot to be decided out there for any team out there. So it should be a very fun tournament out there. Just want everybody to be a quick note on that one. The tournament is going to be played in Lacey, Washington, at the site of St. Martin's, and the game for the Wolves will be on Wednesday night at 7:30 as they play Montana State Billings. There'll be more to figure out later. there's games that go again. They'll take Thursday off, and then they'll play again Friday and Saturday. We would talk more about that later, but it's one game at a time for the Wolves. Exactly. So thank you very much, Brady. Thanks for meeting me down here, and thank you all for watching this edition of Wolves Week.